luxury is what's still keeping you where you are right now.
And we don't want to be broke.
Labagena, Manovada Stalani, and Veraji, Mano
Droge milde. My friend. Problem that I noticed that a lot of people are afraid of luxury, and that's why we came here with Talani to speak about it. We were like, guys, you are missing out.
A lot of people are not aware of this, but if you're walking past a shop that you really like, a luxury shop, let's just say it's Chanel, and you're looking through the windows to the bag, not going inside so you actually see for yourself, you have the fear of luxury, unfortunately. Because at the end of the day, think about it. If you go inside our store, whether you can afford it or you cannot afford it, nobody is going to hold you responsible for touching the bags. Nobody is going to prosecute you for going into the store. It's free. It's for public.
Yeah. Or do you think someone will come and be like, no, you need to leave?
See, the moment I realized this fear, it's switched and it's changed my life entirely.
What happens when you actually embrace the fear and you actually go to these kind of places? And I personally, I had clients like that who were like afraid of luxury, and I was like, they're amazing people doing amazing businesses, but not going to those places. And I challenged those people. I was like, go. And the fear was there. The person was like, I'm not feeling comfortable in those places. But once the person got comfortable, they're like, wow, why I didn't do this before? And you know, like even the people who were having lots of money, that maybe didn't come from a place where they were wealthy when they were children, or they were like even teens, but once they started achieving things, they were starting holding that money.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, I don't want to do it. You never know where life is going to bring you. That's why we want to help you to embrace
that
luxury.
and also to share awareness. Actually, this is not only about women. This is also about me. I had a friend, he's working with a really good company, and he has to travel for business purposes from Europe to like Asia, which is really stressful and long distance. And he had the opportunity to actually book business class. But guess what? He would rather book economy. And when I asked him, but why? It's not even your money. This is the company's money, and they value you, and that's why they're inviting you for business there. Like, your comfort is important as well. You're contributing to it, because if you go there stressed, what are you going to talk about business to other people?
Absolutely.
You know what he told me? He doesn't want to look like he's trying to show off. He doesn't want to, he just want to be humble. Would he like to be in business class? Yes. And I realized actually he doesn't feel like he deserves to be there. Listen, if someone chooses struggle over comfort, when it's actually not removing like money from them, it's not causing anybody harm, but they would rather choose struggle than
mental.
comfort. It's mental. They are not comfortable with that luxury.
Absolutely.
They are scared of being seen in such a place, and that is a problem.
Yes.
A lot of people are not aware of this.
Absolutely. And there are two different people that we're now probably speaking to. Maybe we're speaking to someone who is young, someone who is still figuring out, and they're like, oh, how come these young girls like that are in these luxury places? We embraced it step by step, you know? But at the same time, we know people who are actually earning a lot of money. They can hold it, and they're like, I'm gonna avoid it, I'm not used to this. And this is a mental thing. This is something that you need to remind yourself that you deserve it. And actually, it doesn't matter who you are. If you are even watching this video, it means that on some extent you're resonating with this information. You're resonating with these spaces because you're looking at it.
Yeah.
And maybe if you have never tried, never won, consider it as your time. And sometimes maybe it's only getting a matcha, not going for the full meal, you know, like, or like going and try it out, everything that is possible here. But at least you taste it, and step by step you're going to build that luxury capacity in your system. So we highly encourage, because we girls, we love luxury.
Exactly.
We are embracing it and love it, and we wish you to experience that too, because it's the most beautiful and at the same time peaceful place
and
to be,
and exclusive.
Exclusive.
And another thing is, it's not about you being superficial. There's a difference. If you choose to only live the lower side of life without experiencing the higher side of life, then you're not humble, you're just scared. But if you can actually walk into a room full of like wealthy people, luxurious places, and feel comfortable there. At the same time, you could go to the most shittiest places and still feel comfortable there, then you win. But if you can only feel comfortable in the most shittiest places because that is where you feel you belong, and always feel out of place in the most luxurious or the most wealthiest places, then you're doing something wrong to yourself. There's gonna be like this defense mechanism as humans. No, we just don't want to care about superficial things, vanity and stuff like that. In order to improve your career, your life, everything, you need people. When I started entering into rooms like that, the way my networking skills improved. You know, before I would be in the midst of like really, really amazing, influential people, but I'm scared to go talk to them because they would look down on me. But that's not because I do not have the skills to actually talk to them, because I'm very adaptive, but because I've not experienced what it feels like to be in their position. And I'm not talking about financially, I'm talking about being in a space they usually go to. You understand what I mean? But once I start to do things, once I start to like go into places just regardless if I can afford to stay there or not, and I started feeling comfortable with places like this, I could walk up to a president and shake him. Like just shake hands. And be like, hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Confidently. Why? Because it doesn't feel strange to me anymore. It doesn't make me feel lower. I can show my confidence, I can show my skills normally because I've been in spaces like that.
Absolutely.
And I do not care if you're high or mighty. What I care about is how I can show myself to you, if it's valuable to you or not. That's it.
Let's put a reminder how important is also investing in the looks,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, especially men.
Just out of respect, it's important to follow some etiquette, you know, like how the way you dress. So come to these places, you know, make some time during your day, you know, like to invest maybe in some luxury materials, into some things that make you feel the best. Like it's for you, it's an investment in you. And no one is telling you that you need to dress head to toe Chanel or Piano or something like this, but just presentable looks, you know, clean colors. And once you come here, observe how people act, observe how people speak, what are their manners, and educate yourself. And you know, step by step, you're going to be more comfortable in these spaces. And actually, those spaces are going to bring you opportunities that you never imagined before.
I've met like crypto dudes who are like, they're gonna give like example of like Ethereum CEO or whatever, and say like, you know him, he dressed like very humble and stuff like that. Ethereum founder, they know him, they know his value first before he start appearing in like public spaces, right? So they associated that value with him. So he has the pass to dress however he wants. You don't. That's gonna be it.
Yes.